Welcome back for another legendary STRIVECast.
Season 4, episode 12.
Woo!
Woo! Here we go. Another
Yes.
legendary STRIVEcast.
Yeah,
All right. What are we going to do today?
the dance move with me
Dance moves with
and
Noel.
humbug with Susie. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah.
Okay.
Just did.
And then a quick
Humbug.
question with Jeff. And then who's our guest?
April.
April
From?
from
Habitat.
That's right. Habitat for
Habitat
Humanity ReStore.
Humanity.
I used to do that.
You used to volunteer there, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, the ReStore is basically, well, we're gonna find more in an interview, but basically a store that sells salvage parts from the home, and they resell the good salvage parts for, proceeds go to help support building new houses for people in need. But
Sounds
more
great.
will be told about an interview. I remember hearing a little bit about it.
I think you're exactly right. All right. Anybody have anything they want to share before we get rolling?
I do.
God bless
Okay.
America.
Well, here's, well, I know today's Noel's birthday,
Yesterday.
yesterday, and we should sing to Noel.
Oof. I don't know if they want me to sing.
Come on.
If we give you a black candy cane, you feel better.
Let's sing to him.
Go ahead. You go for it.
On
Solo.
Oh,
to the-
America.
Not that one, no, come on. Happy birthday, come on.
To me.
Happy birthday
Birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday, come on, wait
to you.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, dear
dear
Noel.
Noel.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to you.
you.
Happy birthday, Noel.
Happy birthday.
Happy
You.
birthday, sweetheart. I love you.
Love you too.
You guys are off and on all the time.
Whoa. Breaking news here on the STRIVEcast.
Yep. This is so,
Noel looks petrified.
this is so great.
Like, just turns another year older and life still goes on.
Yep. That is
You're so right there.
very true, Mr. Ryan. All right, well, why don't we get the show going on, too?
Yes,
How's
let's
that?
do it.
All right,
Let's
Jeff,
do it.
take us to break, my friend.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to STRIVECast, April. Welcome. Yes, you tell us about Habitat for Humanity resources.
Yeah, can you tell us about the Habitat for Humanity ReStore?
Yeah, so the ReStore is a part of Habitat for Humanity where we take in donations from the community. And it can be anything from furniture to construction material like windows and doors, kitchen cabinetry, anything as small as tools. It's a wide variety. We take these in from the community, divert them from going to the dump, and we put them back out into the community at a very good price. I believe it's at least half or more off the original retail price, judging on the condition of it. And that's the main thing we do. All of our proceeds go to building houses in the area. Currently, we're building in Freeport, and I believe next year we have plans to build in South Portland.
Oh, great.
So yeah.
Jeff, you're up next.
what is your average day look for you?
Yeah. So I'll introduce myself. My name's April Kalde. I'm the volunteer coordinator over here at the ReStore. So my job is to, or rather what my day typically looks like is I'll come in, I make sure that all of our volunteers have not only things to do within the store that helps us, but also things that fulfill them in their time being here. Because if someone's coming in and they're cleaning, but what fuels them is talking with people, I want to make sure they get that interaction that they need and that they feel fulfilled and like they can feel the change going on while they're here. So typically I find jobs and things throughout the store things that need to be done. And I work with the volunteers on the projects. We typically have 2 volunteer shifts from 9 to noon and then 1 to 4. So I work with a set of volunteers for those hours, take my lunch break, go for the afternoon hours. And we get a lot of things done. And it's really, it's a really nice work pace that I found that I enjoy myself.
Great. Thanks for sharing a little bit about your day. Noel, back to you.
Okay. Oh, that's easy. What is your favorite part of your job?
Yeah. So my favorite part of working at the ReStore and being the volunteer coordinator is that I really thrive on making connections with people and being able to help people feel fulfilled in what they do and help people find those connections for themselves as well. So if we have someone as a volunteer who comes in and is like, well, I enjoy, doing crafty things, I might be like, well, here we have some jobs for we have this small furniture piece that needs to be repainted. And people, sometimes they might find that, hey, I really enjoy this and find them thriving in that. And making those little connections is my favorite part of the job.
Oh, nice.
Good one.
Jeff?
Okay, Pete, I got it.
Good.
What is the hardest part of your job?
I think the hardest part of my job is kind of, I think everywhere has their rough days. But sometimes there are things that don't work for people. There's people who come in, there's someone who comes in looking for a very, very specific item that we don't have because it's all based on donations, to a degree. Day to day, we don't know, or we have some idea of what we're getting, but it's pretty much open drop off. So sometimes there's someone who comes in is like, I really need a gas stove, but we don't have any in stock, and it's, so trying to help meet that need is there are these other places we have, but sometimes there's a need that people have that we can't meet, and that's kind of the hardest part. And sometimes you can help part of it. I know there was someone who came in who had a house fire happen for them recently, and so I was helping them find what we could when they're getting their new place, their new home back up after the fire. And there are some things we do have, some things we don't have, and so being able to at least help a little bit was good, but for the bigger things that we just don't have was the hard part.
Absolutely. I can see how that could be tough sometimes.
Yeah.
Noel, back to you.
Oh, yes, right over here. What is something the resource is looking forward to?
Yeah. So right now, actually, I've been looking forward to this because I was in charge of kind of getting everyone to put it together. It's an antique tool sale that we have going on.
Wow.
So what we do is a lot of people will donate antique tools, and we'll save them up throughout the entire year. And we'll have one big tool sale for like the last 2 weeks of December before Christmas. And so it started on the 14th and it's going until this Thursday. And it's just, I was able to spend a lot of time with both our regular and new volunteers, getting everything out, getting everything priced. And it's kind of one of those, when we were sorting everything, we're just able to like talk and really get to know one another, you know, as we're just like sorting through tools. And it was just a very communal kind of experience that, so that's one thing. Sorry, we're looking forward to. It's almost done though. And then we have, as I said, we have our house is being built in Freeport, that I think, and don't quote me on this, I think they just have a few more months left of work. And then after that, we're going to be working on our, the next track of housing over in South Portland. So we're very excited for that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
And then Jeff, back to you.
I know.
What is one thing you wish everyone know about hobbies? I can't
Yeah,
say
what's one thing that you wish everyone knew about Habitat ReStore?
All about the store. I guess the one thing is that a lot of our work, we have staff and then we have volunteers. And a really like a core of our work would not be possible without like the volunteers that we have who help us. We have I believe over 20 volunteers now. Numbers not off the top of my head, but we have so many and they do such important work with us and they make those meaningful connections and they have all of that. They have a variety of background knowledge that really comes from having a large group of people work. So some people are like very knowledgeable about like doors. Some people are very knowledgeable about home decor and painting. And so being able to pull all that in, and that's so we're a fountain of information, but our work really isn't possible without all of our volunteers. So
Yeah, that sounds great. I certainly would need some help in that.
oh yeah, no, and that's the thing. So actually, you know, there's one other thing I want to mention. I'm our volunteer coordinator here, but I've never had a job that one doesn't really feel like as much of a job as it does working with a group of people who truly believe in Habitat. And you can tell that by like the way all of our staff members and all of our volunteers work together. It's like everyone's here because they support the cause. And that's something that really stuck out to me and is really like, it really sold me on being here, and I can like feel the change we're making. It can be hard to kind of connect like, okay, how does, you know, selling doors and furniture connect to like, you know, building houses? How does, you know, sweeping, or like if we're cleaning shelves, how does that make a change? And it really just, you know, through everyone, every staff member I've interacted with here, they really make that connection feel like you're making a change and put that out there. And that's one thing I want to say.
Oh, that sounds great. Similar sort of environment to here at Strive, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I could only imagine that it is. Yeah.
All right, so that, I think we wrapped up our real interview questions. So what's the time for now, guys?
Lightning round.
Lightning round.
round.
All right. So the lightning round is a little bit,
April.
when we do it well, the lightning round's a little bit quicker paced and more this or that type questions.
Okay.
And Jeff usually kicks off our lightning round. So Jeff?
I don't have any, but I do have only two.
Okay, how about one?
What is your favorite holiday song?
My favorite holiday song, specifically Christmas, I guess. Okay. My favorite holiday song would have to be The one that makes me cry the most, which is I'll Be Home for Christmas, makes me cry like every time. It just personally, my family all lives on the West Coast, which is where we're from. And so I'm the only one up here. So it makes me think of them, and I love them very much. So
Aw.
yeah.
Aw.
Noel, do you have one?
Oh yes. What is your favorite Christmas meal?
Oh, meal. So every Christmas, my family makes something called, it's our egg dish. So it's I'm making it this year for the first time because I'm away from them, and my sister has also moved out of the country. So I don't know, it doesn't, I guess it doesn't sound like anything big, but it's something we've had every year. It's just like eggs and flour and sausage, and like a third of it is cheese, so it comes out fondue. So it's very
Sounds
good.
great.
Very good.
Hi, April. I'm
Hi,
Jeff. It's my name.
hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Go for another one, Jeff.
Okay, Pete, on it. Okay, what fun thing do you like to do in winter?
Hmm.
Ooh. So I blame it on being born in California, but I'm not very adept to the cold. So my fun thing to do in the winter is I like to really cozy up, and I actually play a decent amount of or some video games at home. I play this game called Spiritfarer, and it's just relaxing, and it's very cute and wholesome, and it gives me energy, and so I just cuddle up and I play that mostly.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Okay.
Oh, Susie's got one, I think.
What
Oh.
part in California?
What part of California?
Oh, I'm from Garden Grove. It's in the LA area.
Ah,
So, but like a suburb. So not like when you picture LA, it's like, no, it's just a suburb in there.
Christmas Eve or Christmas morning?
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm gonna have to say, yeah, I'm gonna have to say Christmas morning, because that's when we do like all of our like, when it comes to Christmas, I'm a procrastinator on wrapping because I do it all at once. So Christmas Eve is like Christmas morning for me. I usually stay up all night wrapping presents. So it's but yeah, no, we do a lot of breakfast stuff for Christmas. So and that's my favorite. All the food, the egg dish and cinnamon rolls and wrapping presents.
Ice
Unwrapping them.
skating or sledding?
What
Your-
was it, Susie?
oh, she said sledding.
Or ice skating.
Ice skating or sledding?
Oh, I'd have to say ice skating, but mostly because I prefer like roller skating, and I've been ice skating once, but it was in California. So I'd say ice skating. I feel like I tried sledding and I just got way too much snow on me, and it was just
Candy cane or gingerbread man?
This is 3 questions.
Yeah, Susie's going for it.
Could you repeat the question, Susie?
Sure, candy cane
Mhm.
or gingerbread man?
Ooh, I'd have to say gingerbread man. I like candy canes, but they take way too long to eat. And so you have it, and then it's like you're in for a while. Oh, that's fair. You could just break them off. I didn't think about that. Yeah, definitely. We have a gingerbread house actually, which my partner saw. Was it at like there's like a Barbie gingerbread house, and they're like, we have to have this, and so we do. It comes with like pink frosting. It's very cute.
Ryan
Speaking
is
of
a
which, I'm
master.
big on making them.
That's what I was gonna say. Ryan is the
The
master of
custom.
gingerbread houses for us.
Like
Ooh.
custom ones. Try to
Custom?
replicate the locations as close as possible.
Tell
Wait, you
us
make custom
your-
gingerbread
AP, I got one.
Hold
Okay.
on, everyone. I think she was asking Ryan a
Yep,
question.
Sorry, Ryan, did you say you make custom gingerbread houses?
Yes, I've made some just for fun, like we did for like our different Strive buildings.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is really
Over
cool.
the years.
Well, that's incredible. I can't we had a kit and was trying really hard to put it together, so that's really cool.
Yeah, I
That was
don't
a
like
really
do the
great
kind
job.
that the icing holds the pieces together. Like I don't really like those kits too much, but I like to just make them myself, but like kind of have cardboard to hold up graham crackers, and I find that work pretty well.
That's a really smart idea. Well, that's awesome.
Tell us your favorite joke.
This is the fourth one now.
Okay, we'll talk about that after. No. All right. So our last question usually is, tell us your best joke.
Oh, golly. So my job here is a volunteer coordinator, but my job in my life is telling puns. That is my number one job. So I'll tell you my pun. So this is my main pun I made after I moved here. It may not be good, but I like it. Okay, so the question is, why do lobsters hate flattery?
Ooh.
You know
Anybody?
what?
Because people are always trying to butter them up.
Oh,
That one usually gets a good hit. Thank
That's a
you.
good one.
That was
Well,
a good one.
We thank you very much for joining us. And I'm not sure if you have a website, but if you'd like to toss that out or a Facebook page or anything, Ryan, could we even put it up on the screen?
So our website is Habitat Portland me.org/restore is ours. And I believe it's, if you also need it, so I think I can send it to you, or I think it's in my email signature as well.
Okay.
But
Great.
yeah, no, that's our ReStore. Please feel free to come on by, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to call and ask, or anything, email, whatever works.
Perfect. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you guys so much for having me. This was a great time, and it was lovely chatting with all of you.
Have a
Yes.
nice holiday. And Jeff, would you like to take us to break?
Right,
Yes,
April.
Pete, I would like to do that. We'll be right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
Patriot Subaru, share the love.
That's right, Jeff. Patriot Subaru Share the Love is still going on. Strive is really fortunate to be one of the beneficiaries of Subaru's Share the Love initiative and picked as one of the hometown charities by our friends at Patriot Subaru, Route 1 in Saco. So if somebody is going to have a vehicle under the tree this year, make sure you get it from our friends at Patriot Subaru and go down there before January 3rd when it ends. And as a result, Strive will get $300 back right off the sale or lease or of your vehicle. So thanks to our friends at Patriot Subaru for working with us on Share the Love. Right, guys?
That's
yeah.
right.
All right.
And you hear my kid behind me.
That too. All right, Jeff, take us to break.
Okay, Pete. We'll be right back.
All right, Susie, take it away.
Today is about Humbug Day.
Humbug.
True or false? Do we want to review the scores?
Not particularly.
Really?
Yes, go for it, man.
Alrighty.
Ryan dominating. All you need to know.
Looking back at my scorecard from the weeks prior, in sixth place, we have Jeff with 19 points. In fifth place, we have Susie with 20 points. In fourth place, we have Noel with 26 points. In third place, Alex with 30 points. Second place, Pete with 32 points. And way ahead of all of you is Ryan in first place with 43 points.
That's nuts. Way to go.
Wow.
And today
Thanks.
you are only playing for 3 big points.
Comeback starts today. Here we go.
Let's do
All
it.
right, let's do it.
Let's go.
And it's how you play the game.
That's correct.
You.
Book Day was created by Tom and Ruth Roy of wildcat.com, and it's celebrated every December 21st.
That's
So,
today.
true or false? Humbug Day was created by Tom and Ruth Roy of wellcat.com and is celebrated every December 21st. Is that true or false? And we will start with Susie.
Thank you, Wit. I think that is true.
True. Alex.
I also think true.
Noel.
Right over here, true all the way.
Jeff.
Legendary true.
Whitney, I'm gonna say true, locked in all the way, all the way.
Locked in all the way. Ryan.
True.
And Pete.
Tempting to go out on my own to try to gain a point, but I'll stay with a team and go with true.
All right. Well, Pete,
Good
you
choice.
stayed with the team because the answer is true. They are also responsible for a national bathtub party day,
Uh-oh.
game day, and for Pete's sake day.
That one sounds nice.
No Humbug Day lets us celebrate the Scrooge in all of us, but only for a day.
And it's today, right?
Today. So points for everyone.
Humbug.
That's funny. What you said the bathtub day is funny.
Bathtub party day.
Okay.
That's another show.
All right. Q2.
On this day, you allowed to say "bah humbug" only 20 times.
So on this day, you are only allowed to say Bah Humbug only 12 times. True or false?
12 times?
12 times.
Yes.
Pete.
I'm going false. I think you can say it as many as you want.
False. Ryan.
False.
Jeff.
Whitney, I'm gonna say true.
True. Noel.
Thoughts all the way.
False all the way.
Legendary. Yeah.
Alex.
False.
False.
Gotta think
And
about
Susie.
that.
I know.
I'm going with Alex.
Specific.
And this one is false.
False. Well, guys, I'm sorry. Only Jeff gets points for that.
Ah,
Answer is
I gone with
true.
my gut.
Yes.
Only 12 Bah Humbugs are allowed, and they must all be said by midnight. So,
We've got 12 hours left from right now. Jeff, way to go.
God, Jeff.
Bah humbug.
A humbug day was
Bah humbug.
invented
How about
Because-
Bobug?
sometimes in parts of the holiday season are too much for us. We need a short break.
so one thing before we reread this question is this is our last question that is worth a point. The next question is just a discussion.
Mhm.
Humbug Day was invented because sometimes the pressures of the holiday season are too much for us and we need a short break. Is that true or false? And Alex, we'll start with you.
That is definitely true.
Susie?
I'm going with Alex on that one.
All
Yes.
right. And Noel?
True all the way.
True all the way. Ryan?
True.
Pete?
I'll go false.
Oh,
No, oh, but
and
Lock
Jeff.
me in.
oh,
Whitney, I'm gonna say
Oh.
True.
True. Well, I'm sorry, Pete. The answer is true. To-do list shopping, decorating, cooking, cleaning can take its toll. Humbug Day gives you one day off so you can better enjoy the rest of the holiday season.
You know what I say to that?
The
Humbug.
humbug.
That's 2. I only got 10 left,
We
apparently.
got 10 more.
Woof. 1 point. Didn't wonder today. Jeff, 3 for 3, I think.
Yep, Jeff got all correct.
Good
So,
job, Jeff.
Susie, why don't you ask our discussion question and I'll do some math.
Perfect. Girl, I'm on it.
Okay.
For the D section, only no points. What is your favorite? Means hardest, most difficult task during the holiday.
So for discussion only, no points for this. What is your most difficult task during the holidays? And Susie, you get to pick who answers first.
I think Alex.
Question, Susie. I don't know.
Oh, come on, girl.
I'm trying to think.
Nothing's hard for Alex. Everything just
Everything
comes
is
very
easy
easily.
for me.
Don't.
That's not true. I think the hardest thing is there's not enough time to do everything. Trying to figure out what to do with the short amount of time is very hard.
Truth.
There's too much to do. That's the hardest thing.
Okay, Pete.
I'll say rapping because I am not very good at it. I like it. I just am lousy at it.
You are not lousy, Pete.
At
Don't say
rapping,
that.
yes, I am. I use too much tape and too much paper, and it looks bad.
Okay, what about Miss Whitwit?
I think finding the perfect Christmas presents for people. Getting something that people actually want.
Aw, that is so sweet, Whit. And now, my man, Noel.
Okay, I will pick rain.
Rain.
That's the hardest thing you have trouble with in the holidays?
Yep, because sometimes we have a rainy Christmas.
Oh,
Or
My Christmases probably look better though.
okay.
Oh.
Rain is an interesting
rain
answer.
or like how to, but it's a spirit of giving. Yeah, but
it's true.
No, were you listening to the question?
I don't really have a tough one at all.
Okay. Just like Alex, everything is naturally easy.
Yeah.
What are you keeping on her for, Pete?
That's what I do.
She can speak for her own good because she is our friend, but sometimes she we're ganging up on her for because she's not little, she's big.
I was just teasing her.
I lost it.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, let's wrap this up. How about Jeff and Ryan? We have an answer, right?
Gone, yes. Why? My bro. Where's
I
your
think
favorite?
I was gonna say the same thing what he said, like it sometimes it's hard to buy certain gifts for people, you know, what they would like. No.
Okay, Jeff.
Jeff, is there a hard thing about the holidays for you?
I like wrapping presents for Christmas.
You liked it?
Yes, I do. I do love that,
Hmm.
and I just love it.
Hmm.
I like
Nice.
I like wrapping presents.
Okay.
For me, what I say, Mom? Oh yeah, keeping up with the chores,
Yeah,
That's
that's a hard one too.
like cleaning my room,
Mm.
doing the Christmas tree.
I think that gets back to what Alex said, finding time to do everything.
Not enough time.
You always are right there,
Okay.
Alex. But sometimes I like to do is him lose, go on my computer, listen to my music, or my favorite thing to do is yapping with my best bro and my boyfriend.
Yapping.
Okay. Susie,
Yeah.
let's hear the scores. Does Whitney have them ready?
Sure do.
It's him.
Am I winning?
Jeff caught up today because he got all 3 questions correct. So we now have a tie for 5th.
Jeff, the master of Bah Humbug Day.
And Jeff and Susie with 22 points. We have Noel in 4th place with 28 points. Alex in 3rd place with 32 points.
Oh,
Pete
yes.
2nd
Go.
place with 33 points. And Ryan still pretty far ahead.
Woof.
1st place with 45 points.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, you're on top.
All right, Susie, why don't you sing us out?
Okay. I love being with my family on podcast day, but I love it hanging with my family here. So I love the holidays, but sometimes I love to do is here with my favorite producers, my producer sister and Pete Brown. Been what? Been
Damn.
what?
All right, Jeff, take us to break, buddy.
You got it, Pete. We'll be right back.
We're back.
Back.
We're back and then Noel
Time for what?
dance moves
With who?
with Naughty Noel.
All right.
You
Mr.
want to
MPP.
introduce your segment, Noel?
This is my Noah Thompson dance move over here.
In case you're going to a holiday party this season or a New Year's Eve bash, Noel's going to bring you a new dance move today that you can break out on the dance floor.
Are we gonna have a New Year's Eve like this party?
This is it, I think.
Well, this is before the holidays this weekend.
That's
Yeah.
I
right.
think we might have a special New Year's Eve episode next week.
Yeah, 28th or next Tuesday.
Yes.
All right. So, Susie, let's give us some play-by-play on what Noel is doing.
Okay, Noel is resting his head on his hand, and he's waving his arms back and
To the
forth.
roof,
He's raising the roof
to the roof, to the roof.
That's
to
my
the
move
roof,
on the dance floor.
and he's doing this thing to his arm.
Like fishing, yeah. It is
He's
fishing.
going
It's more
fishing.
like charades.
He's ballerina.
There's a little bit of a ballerina there.
He did this and this, and he's doing this into his arms, and now he's doing more of his arms. He's doing this, most likely. And he's been his chest. And he's doing Macarena.
And that's it.
This.
That's the end.
The end. The end of that. Can you tell us a little bit about those moves?
Yeah. It was a potty move.
Okay.
And I did the shower head dance too.
There we go. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, anything else, Noel?
Not really.
Okay. Then, Jeff, why don't you get us out of here?
We'll be right back.
There we go. It's time for the big question with Jeff. Take it away, Jeff.
Okay, Pete. What is the biggest acorn?
Biggest acorn. Wow. Never thought.
In America? Or in the world?
Anywhere.
Okay. Go ahead and ask someone.
Let's see. Was it the biggest acorn? 94%.
94%?
Yeah.
Percent of what? 100?
94% acorn.
Wait.
You.
The big hard acorn. Yep. 2.5 and 1 feet of the big hard acorn.
Anyone else have a guess?
The question for Pete.
Well, according to my friend Google, it's pretty big. It is it's a oak found in South America, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. A large stately oak called the Quercus insignis produces acorns that reach the size of chicken eggs, up to 3 inches in diameter.
Wow.
Look at all this stuff you learn on the STRIVECast.
Right. So
Another question, Jeff?
For a record, but
What is what's the biggest hippo?
The biggest hippo.
I think it's 10, not 10, 60,000 wide.
Just have them what though?
The great biggest fat hippo, 60.
So like what measurement though?
The measurement would be 10/60.
Well, oh, so 60 inches or 60
Yes,
what?
yeah.
I think that equals about 5 feet then. 60 inches.
My instinct will be 65 inches, and his stomach is 75 tall.
Pete.
yes, are we ready for what I can find with the Google machine?
What does Google say?
All right. An adult hippo can be anywhere from 9.5 to 14 feet long and weigh from 5,000 to 8,000 pounds. But to answer your question, Jeff, the heaviest known hippo was approximately 9,900 pounds. And it's not uncommon for a grown hippo to eat up to 150 pounds of grass in a 5 to 6 hour span.
Okay, I think Pete got it right.
I'm really good at this game.
Good job, Google.
That is a lot of grass that hippo is eating.
Oh, yes, I know that, Pete.
Okay. Jeff,
Okay.
anything else in your segment?
Oh, what?
Anything else from your segment today?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm done.
Okay. Then would you like to take us to break?
Yes, Mrs. Pete. We'll be right back with Christmas bells.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
Listeners like you.
Listeners like who, Susie?
Jenny Campbell.
Woo!
Yay!
Alex's
Thanks for
mom.
And you can be our listener too. Just tell us you're listening somehow, some way. Social media, one of our posts, comment, share, any of those things. We'll get it done. Okay. Thanks for listening. Jeff,
Oh, yes.
take us away.
Okay, Pete. We'll be right back. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap
Good
it
job,
up.
Jeff.
Wrap
Wrap
it
it
up,
up.
up,
Wrap
it up,
it up.
up,
Wrap
it
it
up, up,
Wrap
it
it
up.
up.
Let's go. Whitney, Susan, warriors. Let's wrap it
All
up.
right, it is time to wrap it up. Let's do it. Any parting comments? Alex?
Yeah, I think we should thank our guest, April from the Habitat for Humanity ReStore. Thanks for coming on today, April. If you wanted to check out their website, again, it is habitatportlandme.org/restore, and you can find out about all the cool stuff they're doing over there. So thanks, April.
Awesome. Anybody else have
April.
thoughts? Comments? All right.
I-
Well,
I thought it was a great interview, but yet again, Strive is still hiring.
yes. Yep.
And with
Oh.
a sign-on bonus of $500.
Tell them Ryan sent you.
If we want to check out pslstrive.org/employment to check out our employment opportunities available.
and and we still doing the thank you cards too.
Yes, we're doing some thank you cards for our friends at Patriot Subaru. Last week, we also promised a update on Strive Rocks 2022 edition, and wanted to drop that here, I guess, that we are planning right now for Strive Rocks to be May 20th, 2022. Yay! As of right this minute, December 21st, we are planning on it being virtual. Our hope is that we're able to do maybe some small things around it in person as well, but unfortunately, with the case counts going up in Cumberland County and the new variants coming in, we just, as of right this minute, can't seem to plan to do a full in-person giant event. So we're looking to make it even bigger and better in 2022 virtually than we have in the past. And we'll be pulling together a committee right after the first of the year to start planning. And if you're interested in working with us on that, let Whitney or Alex or me know, and we'd love to work with you to make it the best Strive Rocks yet. Anything
Yes.
to add to that, Whit?
I think you've said it all.
Okay, so mark your calendars.
We will.
Oh, thank you. All right. Anything else?
Mm.
Anything else anybody's got?
Okay.
All right, then maybe from the STRIVECast family to your family, happy holidays, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.